Hello. Today is Thursday and we forgot to tape some of the class today, but we just want to say hi, Bales, from Abs, Owls, Malls, and Hands. Sorry that we aren't in the classroom. There is one segment that someone might put up for you. But if it doesn't get up, it's repeated in this little kitchen segment that I'm making right now. So can't imagine what it's like there. I woke up, it was 2 degrees here, so we forgot what the warm temperatures feel like. You'll have to come back and tell us all about it. First thing we did was we looked at our homework, and I didn't tape that part. Just to recap for you, we did 4.1, 17A, 18A, and 19A. Then we did 4.3A, 17, 19, 21, 23, and 26. That's what I ended up assigning everyone else. And if you need to adjust yours, that is what we did. If you've already done this, then that counts for you. Let me move the chair out of the way. And tonight I assigned, so this is Thursday night's assignment for Friday morning. We're in 4.3 again. And we're doing 18, 20, 22, 24, and 25, and sort of out of order on that same sheet, 12, 14, and 16. I think I assigned these for you, but maybe not 25, so you can adjust that if you haven't done them already. Other than that, let me look at your schedule. On Wednesday we had some 4.2s, we didn't get to those. And on Thursday it says graph the 6 trig functions on your sheet. And we are not getting to those yet either. So you're a little bit ahead of us. But again, if you're watching this video, you know where we are. Alright, so I'll get rid of that and into the lesson. And we're still on page 95, finishing up our second flap on special triangles. And the first triangle that we had established, and this was old news from, say this is 60 degrees, this is 30 degrees. From geometry, this was some old news. The special triangle is 1, 2 on the hypotenuse, square root of 3, across from the 60, across from the 30, like that. And from that, we were able to do sine, cosine, tangent, and the reciprocal functions as well. There's another special triangle, and it looks like this, and it turns out it's a right triangle. And if this, we're going to simplify this one, if this side is 1 and this side is 1, we can derive our second special triangle. So if you would draw that on under the flap, what is the second special triangle? It is a special triangle with legs of 1 each, and using the Pythagorean theorem, we found that the hypotenuse is square root of 2. When that is true, when both sides have the same length, for example 1 and 1, the angles opposite those sides are equal, and they must be what? What must this one be and this one be to add up to 180, given this is 90 and these are the same? The answer is 45 degrees. So from that, we can do a sine of 45, a cosine, a tangent, and then the reciprocal functions. Let me see if that whole board shows up. Looks like it's fine. We do cotangent, secant, and do you remember how to pronounce this one? CSC. It's cosecant. So, sine of 45. So if I'm looking at this one, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. And opposite, we can look from this perspective or this one. 45, opposite is 1, hypotenuse square root of 2. When I rationalize that, multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 2, I get square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of 45, you'll see ends up to be the same. tangent from this perspective, opposite over adjacent. Oh wait, cosine was adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. We have to commit these to memory. Tangent opposite over adjacent is 1 over 1. That's a funny one. And cotangent is the flip of tangent, so that flip of 1 is 1. The reciprocal of this one is, I'm going to flip 1 over the square root of 2 and get square root of 2 over 1. And cosecant is the flip of the sine. Same thing, square root of 2. If you flip our final answer, you'll have to rationalize it, and you'll see it is square root of 2. So there are the 6 trig functions evaluated at 45. I want you to take a minute now and remember that 45, 60, and 30 can be written as radians. So somewhere in your comp book on the special triangles, where these triangles show up, indicate that this is also pi over 3, this is pi over 6. So we can do, and this is pi over 4, as is this. So we could change all of these to pi over 4 and be completely comfortable and get the same answers. So we discussed that radians, and we're going to work in radians as well as degrees. So our special triangle here is 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90, or we can call it pi over 3, pi over 6, pi over 2. So it could be called the pi over 2, pi over 3, pi over 6 triangle. And this could be called pi over 4, pi over 4, pi over 2 triangle. So that was the part that was on our special triangles.